My brother demanded I sell him mom's house for cheap, but mom had been playing a game none of us knew about. My older brother Vince started visiting our mother at the nursing home every Sunday. After his third visit, something was off. Mom started grabbing her purse whenever I walked in. She'd ask the nurses to count her jewelry after I left. She'd flinch when I tried to hug her. I was lost. For 20 years, I'd been the one paying her bills, driving her to appointments, making sure she had everything she needed. Vince hadn't visited once in 5 years until suddenly he was there every week. Mom had dementia and was getting more confused. One afternoon, a nurse pulled me aside. She told me mom kept asking if I was really stealing from her. I felt sick. That's when I knew. Vince was feeding her lies about me. 2 weeks later, mom died still believing I was a thief. At the funeral, Vince gave this speech about family loyalty while staring right at me. Our relatives wouldn't even look at me. They whispered when I walked by. Everyone thought I robbed my dying mother. Yesterday morning, Vince called me. He said, "Mom left me the house. You've got 1 week to get out." Just like that. I'd been living there for 3 years, keeping it maintained. Then he hit me with his offer. $200,000. The house was worth $800,000 easy. He called it generous considering what I'd stolen from mom. I told him no. His voice changed. He said, "Fine. I'll make sure everyone knows what you did. Your boss, your neighbors, everyone in town will know you robbed our sick mother." 2 hours later, mom's lawyer called. Said he had something mom left for me. At his office, he handed me an envelope with my name in mom's handwriting. Inside was a letter from 2 years ago. It just said, "Vince has been stealing from me. I know what he's going to do. Trust me." There was a key taped to the paper. That was it. The lawyer said mom told him to only give this to me after Vince claimed the house. I had no idea what any of it meant. The key looked like a bank key, but I couldn't be sure. Why would mom write something so cryptic? That evening, I heard trucks outside. Vince showed up with a moving truck, 3 of his buddies, and a locksmith. My stomach dropped when I saw them. He was being loud on purpose so all the neighbors would hear. He kept saying, "Finally kicking out my thief brother." Mom saw through him. The neighbors were all watching from their yards. He walked up to my door waving these papers around like he'd won the lottery. I called the police and told them someone was trying to break into my house. I was trying to stay calm, but my hands were shaking. When the cops arrived, Vince shoved his papers at them. Mom signed the house over to me. Here's the proof. The officer looked at them, then asked me for ownership documents. I didn't have anything. My heart was racing. Vince started telling the officer, he's a squatter who stole from his sick mother. The officer said he couldn't verify anything until the courthouse opened tomorrow. Nobody could enter the house until then. Vince lost it. His face turned red and he tried to push past the officer to get inside. They arrested him right there for assault. As they drove him away, he was screaming, "You'll be sorry tomorrow when everyone finds out the truth." The neighbors were recording everything on their phones. This morning at dawn, Vince was pounding on my door, but he wasn't angry anymore. He was terrified. He said, "My gambling guys found out I don't have the house yet. They want $50,000 today or they'll hurt me." He was crying and begging, "We're brothers. Mom would want you to help me, please." That's when I remembered the key. It was for mom's safety deposit box. At the bank, I found the real house deed inside. It had my name on it from 3 years ago. Mom had transferred it to me long ago. There was another document saying Vince's papers were fake. Her lawyer had made them look real, but they meant nothing. At the bottom, mom had written, "I knew Vince was stealing from me. I knew he'd try to take the house. I let him think he won. I'm sorry you had to suffer, but it was the only way to show everyone who he really was. You were always my good son. The house is mine." Everyone in town saw what Vince did. Nobody's seen him for 3 days. His gambling people are still looking for him. Mom knew exactly how this would end.